cold as hell out here. Welcome back to another video, YouTube. Today we're gonna be going out, seeing what the roads are like. I don't think it's gonna be too bad, but really we gotta get some gas. I think we're low on gas today. And as you can see, I put the stock exhaust back on it. It's actually a complete stock catback, and it's horrible. I don't like it. It's too quiet. So I think what I'm gonna do is, this is my old setup here, so I think I'm gonna just take this X pipe off and put it on the stock stuff. I was thinking about replacing the stock mufflers with these, but I think it'd just be too loud at that point, so we're just gonna probably do just the X pipe and rock it like that for now. The dump sounded good, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think that it was ideal for right now. God, it's cold, man. Sheesh. Turn a little heat on. Look, my hands, man, got me look like I've been punching snow. Whew. But yeah, man, Houston cold is different. That's a lie. It is not 55, but yeah, man, we got some. Everybody was panicking because they were saying we're supposed to be getting some crazy weather, like it was both supposed to be a blizzard or something out here, but it ended up being not that bad. Like, even looking at the forecast now and everything, I don't even think it's gonna snow. Some people did get snow, I didn't, unfortunately, because I'm a little ass kid at the same time, so I was finna peck somebody with a snowball. I don't care who it was. But yeah, man, we're gonna go get some gas. We got 55 miles to E, and we're actually on 93 right now. I put the car on 93 after the incident happened. That was in the last video, because I'm not gonna lie to you, it made me kind of be like, you know what, I don't even want it no more. I don't want it. Why? I don't know. I had to think about that. So, and then still too, at the same time, when I was leaving that night, it was like 45 miles away. I was like 32 miles to empty, so I kind of had to really put on 93. So we really weren't gonna get rid of the car, but you know, we put on 93, and I was like, you know, worst case scenario, for some reason, if I said, you know what, I don't want it, that's one step closer. But you know, we would have upgraded. We wouldn't have downgraded. We wouldn't have got out. It'd have just been like, you know what, this Mustang stuff's not for me. But it is, so it's gonna be alright. But let me see, we're almost up to temp. Try to let the car get to temp sometimes before I get to driving. It's always been a thing, even when it's more so a thing on E85, but even on 93, try to do the same thing. But yeah, man, so again, actually we're gonna get on the road first, get to driving, and we'll get into what's already on the way, if not here, that's gonna be going next on the S650. So let's go on the road. Alrighty, hope this gate don't close on me. Oh, trying to steal the little entrance. They ain't got a little gate code. Well, I see you, I'm snitching. Oh man, bro, this car is too quiet. Like, it's cool, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know if I like it, but could make it a sleeper. You know what I'm saying? People know how it runs already, but still, again, they at least expect it. But yeah, man, so what I was saying earlier about what's already on the way is we did go ahead and get some suspension for the S650, and I switched it up honestly because I didn't want to go too crazy as far as like drag racing and stuff like that, but I still needed to do suspension, obviously, to prevent from what happened last time to, you know, happen again. So what I did was, because, you know, with suspension, it's kind of, you know, recommended to whatever company you're gonna go with, like UPR, BMR, Steeda, whatever the case is, to try to stick with all of their products. Me, I'm gonna switch it up just to, you know, experiment, because on the Black Gen one that I had BMR everything. I literally had the BMR catalog on that car, and it did well. So, you know, the recommendations are true, you know what I mean, but I just want to see how this car is going to act. So what I did was I got the Strange adjustable front struts and the Steeda non-adjustable, I think they're the Pro Action rear shocks, along with BMR handling springs, because we're going to prep the car for boost. And I got UPR's billet vertical links, and as well as their UPR rear upper shock mounts. And I don't know, people, again, like I was saying, people say to try to stick with the same company with everything, but I'm just gonna see how it is. You know, it's gonna just be a basic start with everything and see how the car acts, and then we're just gonna just go from there. Because realistically, with the rear shocks, I wanted to get the Vikings dual adjustable rear shocks. Still the strange struts, so the struts are fine. Like I'm getting the ones that I want, and the same thing as far as the BMR springs. I'm getting the ones that I want. It's just really, I'm just testing out the rear shocks to just, for the time being, until anything's gonna be better than stock. So it's not a too crazy shock that I'm going with. It's just kind of like an OEM plus, like it's better than stock. And then of course too, gonna get a tire and take the car out again and just really see what it can do. I mean, we've got enough data already, and see how the car runs just for being a cat deleting E85 car. But I want to run some more cars, see how the car is really running, and I still got to get my run back with ears. So if you watch it, man, we got to run that back, and it's not going to end the way that it did last time. But all in all, it's just fun, man. It's a stick car. Everybody's going towards the 10 speeds and stuff like that, so it's just kind of cool to see how these manual cars are holding up against other cars. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys watching, y'all know Ears. He has a lot more runs than me, and as you can see, just for these cars with this platform, the Gen 4 S650, they're pretty impressive, like very impressive for minimal mods. Like, it still blows my mind. So it leads me to think, like, dang, like what if I were to do an NA build? Not saying that I am. Would I like to? Yes, but I'm not. But if I were to, like, let's just say do the 1320 junkie ported manifold, the bigger dual throttle bodies, some type of OTR or ram air intake, headers, or ported heads. I know there's a company now that's making cams for these cars, but it's pretty much like a max effort thing you got to do to run those cams. But still, even if it was just like a full bolt-on E85 NA build, I'm really curious of how these cars will run, especially with being a manual. I'm pretty sure it'll get past a lot of stuff that not a lot of people think you'd get past. But again, we're gonna see. So actually, no, we're not gonna see that. We're gonna see if somebody else does it. But what we're doing, again, we're going boost. And like I was saying before, I'm getting the car ready for boost. So one mod, I know I'm going to get some gas, but I never really said, I kept some small stuff that's on the car that I never really just put out there. Some people know, some people don't, but we've already gotten ahead of the game a little bit further than people think as far as getting ready for boost. So the car does have a BMR K member, along with their BMR front and rear tubular bumper supports, and the car has a DSS drive shaft, aluminum one-piece drive shaft. So compared to a stock car like this, with the same mods to this, of course, if you had any questions of, well, why is this one running better than this one, or whatever it is, or even then, if you ran me or if you've seen my videos, you're like, why is that car doing so well? That's why. And that was, again, still full interior on stock wheels. You know what I mean? We could take Ears for an example. That's a complete stock car with just a cat delete E85 tune. At most it'll take the seats out, but that's it. I really haven't gotten to put a drag pack on the car and go out and run it like this. You know what I mean? Like, no seats in the car, K member, everything like that I've done, and see what it can actually do. Because I've dragged this car when it was full interior. I mean, it still is now, like you can see, but full interior, it had the K member, bumper supports and everything like that, and it went low 9s. So I haven't really posted it. Like, before the K member and everything, it went 933. with the K-member, it was, I'm not gonna lie to you, that water patch did scare me a little bit, because you know it's supposed to be frozen out here. But yeah, we did drag the car, and on E85 it was, I'm not gonna say exact numbers, but it was a really low 9 in like 60-degree weather. And then we did play with some fuel, and the car went high 8s. So it's pretty impressive for just the minimal miles. Like, yeah, sure, fuel gets expensive and whatnot, but just for test purposes and trying to see what the car can do, you know, with basic stuff, getting the most out of it as you can, you know, there's nothing wrong with experimenting. I just never really talked about, you know, especially with the playing with the fuel thing, is because that's not going to be something I do a lot. I'm not going to be running fuel all the time in this car, because there's really no need to. And like, for what? Like, okay, cool, if it was a max effort car, yes. But if with a catalytic tune E85, no, I'm not gonna be running race fuel every time I go out. It's just not ideal, and it's expensive. Race gas is very, very expensive. But other than that, like I said, we're just gonna get the car pretty much ready for boost. As much as I want to keep it NA and have fun with it, and you know, like I did with my last black car, that car ran really well for, you know, what it was, for just being full bolt on E85. That was my NA time. And even when, before, you know, the car got totaled, I was planning to go boost. Like, the car already had a boss on it and everything like that, so it was coming. It just, you know, an unfortunate situation happened, and it is what it is. So with this car, like I said before, I want to do it the right way, and I want to get straight into boost and really feel how, you know, a boosted stick car is gonna feel. Because technically I've already, you know, had a boosted vehicle, which was my F-150, but that wasn't an ideal build for me. It just kind of happened, and you know, it was fast, don't get me wrong, but you're not gonna get the same experience with a boosted 4-door 2-wheel drive F-150 versus a boosted manual S650. It's two different platforms as far as just, you know, truck, car, 10-speed, manual, you know what I mean? So we're almost at the gas station. Golly, I'm cooking in here, boy. Let me see. Hey, why my air ain't circulating? But we're almost at the gas station. We're at this little Sunoco right here. This used to actually be the spot to meet up at when it came to getting run and stuff like that. This is back when, you know, racing was in its prime and stuff like that. And I miss it, man, I really do. But, you know, the cars we were dealt is a lot of people go out and do stupid stuff, you know what I mean, and just messes it up for the rest of us, you know, racing in the wrong place, the wrong time, you know, just being ignorant. And you know, it messes it up for everybody else that's actually doing it, you know, smart, you know what I mean? Like, wait until the right time, there's no traffic, you know what I mean? You got spotters and stuff like that watching, you know, and you got a group of people that's, you know, got a right head on their shoulders and not just going out and doing whatever they want and being dumb about it just because, and then, you know, oh, we end up going to jail, or, you know, tow the car, you know, kill somebody, you know. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but those are my strut mounts. So that's really why I got suspension, because the strut mounts are cooked from the accident, as well as, you know, the wheel bearings were fried. I just did those, got the car, golly, boy, this thing sound total. But yeah, so let's get some gas real quick. Gonna hop back in the video and we'll get back on the way home. 323. That's one thing I do not miss about 93, but it is expensive. How much is the 85 right now? 202. I don't know if you see it. Alright, we're gonna get back in the car because your boy ain't trying to freeze. Look at the feds. What you looking at, man? Nobody worry about you. But yeah, let's see. Why the pump going so slow, man? It's only at $5. But ooh, let's see, creeping. Boy, looking for somebody. It ain't me. It's a stock S650 trying to get some gas. I actually like the stock exhaust now, even more so because it's so quiet. Like, what is it that you're looking at when you see this car and be like, oh, he up to no good, besides my tent. That is it. Other than that, you got the pole lip pipes out the back, no drag pack, and yeah, that's it. All right, so we off. I only got $15 worth because the pump was going slow, and it's probably really not ideal to be getting gas when the weather's like this. Luckily it's only 93, but we'll be alright. So, bro, I don't know if y'all can hear the noises and the clacking that I'm hearing, but it does not sound good. But hey, that's what you get for going down street signs, trying street race and stuff like that. It is what it is. We're about to fix it. Let's put it in sport mode. There's no ice or snow on the road, so I just want a little pep. Let's see, bro. Inlet air temps 49 degrees. Who trying to line it up? Excuse me, cause the car's gonna be loving some air right now. Bro, it's so quiet. Like, it's weird because I've been through 2 different exhaust setups now. You know, the X pipe in the place of the resonator delete with, you know, the MagnaFlows, and then after that was the same X pipe but with those universal resonators with dumps. And both setups were, you know, pretty loud for just the cat delete and stock headers, but this is another level. Like, and what's crazy is not even with the cat delete, the car still is quiet, like very quiet. Obviously I know it's the resonator, the stock mufflers, I get it, but it sounds like you would expect a little difference, you know what I mean? But it sounds literally the exact same as when I first picked the car up and drove it home. It's weird. But yeah, man, so suspension stuff, I want to say it's already here. I had to pick it up from my boy Phil over at PvP. He's always, you know, hooking it up and stuff like that as far as parts, you know. So if you need any good stuff, man, you know, suspension and stuff like that, don't forget to hit him up, especially if you want the sauce for your S650, you know, he does what, LS's, LT's, Chargers, Challengers, Scats. You know, if you're 5'7" and up, so 5'7", obviously, you know, 6'4", 6'2" with a blower, hit him up, man. But for what he's known for, the good old Coyote, you know what I'm talking about. Oh man, yo, it's cold, super cold. I like it, but I don't. I'd rather be cold and sweating, but it is what it is. Oops. All right, you know what? I'm not picking that damn phone up. It's too quiet, man. I do not like it. Oh man. Oh yeah, so comment down below if you guys think I should do an X pipe again or try an H pipe. I know the H pipes is more so for sound, but they say they help with low end torque. It makes it more torquey compared to the X pipe. Obviously is more of a high pitched tone, but yet top end is where they see the, you know, the most gains. I'm personally an X pipe fan. I've had X pipes on pretty much anything that had a V8 in it, and you know, of course it was the first thing to do with this one, but kind of curious. And the H pipes on these don't sound too bad depending on the mufflers that you have. And with stock, basically with H pipes, the louder it is, to me, the raggedier it sounds. X pipes, same thing, kinda, but it's not as bad. Like I don't know, and it's just me, my personal opinion, but H pipes do not need to be straight piped afterwards or have any kind of muffler that's really just a straight through small muffler. X pipes, you can get away with it, you know, being straight piped, or, you know, having a bullet style, you know, muffler, stuff like that. But other than that, if I do an H pipe, it'll literally just be for this stock exhaust setup. And I've heard videos already. I haven't heard a video with, you know, H pipe stock mufflers and the cat delete, but from what I can hear, it sounds pretty good. It's not that bad. So again, comment down below what you guys think I should do, because I'm honestly on the fence about it. You know, the more and more I've thought about it, especially now here in the car, I'm curious. Kind of want to try something new. We experiment with everything else, so might as well, right? Oh man, bro, it's so quiet. Like it's weird, man. It's too weird. I mean, it's good for YouTube, because hey, you ain't gotta worry about no you know, pipes in the background and nothing like that, but sheesh, it's almost too quiet. Like I can hear everything else but the pipes. Like, what is that? Ew. Oh man, I honestly kind of wanted to see some snow, man. I'm a little bummed out. Like, I didn't want to, because, you know, for driving, but it's during the weekend, so I don't have to go to work or anything like that. But I kind of want to see some little snow. You know, go throw a little snowball or something. You know, pick somebody with it. It'd be alright. Oh man, I might be dumb for this. I might be dumb, but I'm just curious, man. Rev it out as high because, you know, traffic coming up, but runs pretty good. Literally just cat delete tune in 93. It definitely doesn't pull as hard as it does on 85. Like, complete difference. And that's one thing I've noticed with Coyote's motor. Ooh boy, all that water, that would have been horrible. But one thing I've noticed more so about Coyotes, man, you can definitely feel the difference when it's on 93 and E85. A lot of people say they don't, but when you get into an LS, because I've been in them, I've done it, being on 93 and then on E85, you feel it, but it just depends on what your mods are, and if the car just likes it, if it's gonna benefit a lot from it, then yes, okay. I could be wrong. Comment down below what you think. You know, if I'm just blabbering or not. But with Coyotes, to me, you definitely feel the difference from 93 to E85 compared to, you know, LSs and LTs. Because right now, the car moves, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, for what I know, it's a dud right now. But it's okay. We ain't worried about it. Definitely once the weather starts warming back up, it'll be back on E85. I'm hoping by next week the suspension will be on the car, and that'll be obviously in another video. But hopefully once the weather's good, you know, enough to go out again and stuff like that, we'll be on the tire, of course, and definitely get some more goodness gracious, get some more content coming. But yeah, man, so that's gonna do it for today's video. Again, I just want to get on here, give you guys an update on the S650 and what's coming, what to expect. Car's not going nowhere, trust me, it's not. I really do love this car. Like I said, it's off the chain for what you get, for what you pay. Start modding it and stuff like that. Minimal stuff gets you by. Like, it's insane actually. And I love it, man. I really do. It's crazy. And if you didn't notice, with rev match, yes, these cars have auto rev match, but me took it off because I tried to rev match without the auto rev match, and it felt like I did not know what I was doing, and I refused to get spoiled. So, like, yeah, it's cool, but I don't know, I like doing it. And then still, it's like a emergency thing for me. Like, if I need to hit brakes, yes, I'm gonna hit brakes, but if I can throw the car to, you know, a lower gear to help it slow down and take some of that speed away, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? With the rev match, you really can. Like, it helps, but not really. And I think I'm pretty good to kind of gauge. Oh, no, I'm not. It just made it jerk my neck loose. Yeah, man, we're pulling up back to the apartments. So like I said, man, that's gonna do it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys on the next one.